Hey, I'm Brendan, and today we are checking out the HJC V60 helmet coming in around $300. This is a 70s era dirt bike style helmet. It's pretty nifty, and you also have a drop down internal sun visor, which goes pretty low, really excellent coverage there, but that's giving you some additional versatility and coverage for the eyes. So I like the overall design. I dig this style. I can see this on, a cafe racer. I can see it on bobbers or, some sportsters out there. So it's a really unique styling. That peak visor can pop off, so you can remove that. But yeah, we'll get into the details here in just a moment. But before we do, I do want to mention this will ship to you for free at this particular price point, and we do have our price match policy in place. That's there to ensure that you're getting the best deal around, so take advantage of that. Fiberglass shell main construction, DOT only, but you've got 3 shell sizes with this particular helmet. You're looking at an extra small to small in one, we've got a medium to a large in the other, and then an XL to 2XL are going to share that third and final shell. As I mentioned, DOT only, and the overall weight, 2 pounds 15 ounces in a size large. Interior fit here, intermediate oval. It means it's a bit more elongated front to back than it's going to be side to side. That fits very well for most of the American market. We'll get into the guts here in just a moment. You can see we've got some intake vents right here at the front. That's just going to push that airflow directly to the face there. Not really a whole lot when it comes to circulating airflow around the rest of the head. There's no exhaust vents here towards the rear, but that would take away from the overall style. This is very much an old school style helmet, and of course you're going to get direct airflow moving through the front there, no problem with that. Now the peak visor, that can be removed. As I mentioned before, I'll go ahead and pop that off. Very easy, just trying to be a little bit gentle there so I don't break anything, but that's that plastic visor. You can remove that. You know what, let's go ahead and toss that away. See you later. And then the internal sun visor, this pops down and it goes really low. You actually have a few detents here as well, so if you don't want it in the lowest setting, then you got a detent there, and then one more, that's that final positioning there. But good coverage, and I think the style overall looks pretty sharp without that peak visor on there. It just has a very unique vibe to it. I like this overall styling to it. But the one thing I do want to note, the HJC logo here, it's very low profile, not a big deal. I certainly prefer that over having a big HJC sticker up top, but I wish this was something I could easily remove just to take that off of there and just have this very clean, simplistic aesthetic, but certainly not a deal breaker or anything like that. Doesn't take away from it too much there. Now let's work our way to the interior. It's a very classic, very, kind of retro styling to it, so not a whole lot to talk about when it comes to the overall shell. The interior here, go ahead and take this out, double D-ring closure. And then you do have speaker pockets. You've got the emergency cheek pads right here. That's what those loops are for, but let's go ahead and take this out. There's a moisture wicking liner right here. You can see that you've got a slight contour to the overall cheeks there. That will break in nicely with regular use and time. Pull that out. And you can see a little Velcro tab that just helps line everything up, keep everything nice and secure. Throw that off to the side. You can see a little bit of leather trim around that. That is nice. Now, one thing I wanted to point out, these 2 snaps right here, they are on the forehead. Usually we don't like to see that. They're off to the side enough. I don't think it's going to be a huge pain for most people, but depending on how this helmet is fitting you exactly, that could over time, as that interior liner wears a little bit, that could become a little bit of a pain point for some of you out there. So just something worth noting. Usually we don't like to see snaps up top there, but that is the interior liner. I mentioned before, speaker pockets, nice recessed area on the inside of the helmet, so you shouldn't have any problems accommodating Bluetooth speakers. If you want to throw that in there and it should mount up on the side, no problem whatsoever. I like the overall styling with this helmet. It's very much a focus on the style, but we've got some modern features like, internal sun visor that you can throw down if you wish to do so. And of course, you can add some goggles with this helmet if you wanted to as well. So a lot of versatility with this particular helmet. If you're looking for more details, click that info button. That'll take you over to the product page. And as always, if you have any additional questions, something we didn't cover, don't hesitate to reach out to our customer service team. They're all riders, more than happy to get you pointed in the right direction. Thanks for hanging out with us for a bit, taking a closer look at the HJC V60 helmet. I'm Brandon. Keep it pinned.